What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and in this video we are going to be doing a Silph Road tournament video. I went undefeated in this tournament, winning 5 games sets, as you say, because it's best 2 out of 3. So it's an open Great League tournament, as you see there, my team on the left and my opponent's team also on the left. Let's get in the first set of 3 matches. So horrible lead here. I'm going to swap into my Galarian Stunfisk and they swap into a Chestnut. I decided for my first matchup, I was going to go with Charizard double ground and have Swampert sweep in the back. So all I really needed to do was get this Chestnut out of the way. So as soon as I got the Chestnut out of the way, Swampert should be able to run free. So, and if you actually take a look at this matchup, I baited with the Rock Slide, hoping to grab a shield with no apparel, but we do end up getting the shield, which is quite fine. I am going to let this go here. Frenzy Plant is going to take us out. I come in with a Charizard. I know I can survive whatever move they're going to throw, so I let it go. Superpower does hurt, and now I'm going to swap instantly into my Swampert here. Out comes a Frostlass, and what I need to do is just go straight for the Earthquake. Now, if this gets shielded, so be it, but not. That's even better. Look at how much damage that this does. Now I accidentally brought my regular Swampert, which didn't really matter anyways. I mean, even if we did take 1 surf damage here, it would not have KO'd. I can shield this one up here and come in with the Hydro Cannon. This is a huge bait because if they call this, they win the game, but they decided to shield, and now we're going to outpace here to the Earthquake. So even if I was Shadow, I still would have won the game. But mistake on my end, so should be giving that game to my opponent. But now we're gonna come in. I come in with the same team, same lead, same everything. No, they bring in the Umbreon. I'm gonna go straight for the Blast Burn here, throwing in the middle of their their Snarl, so that they cannot catch a move. So Foul Play coming through. That does a lot of damage, but we can survive. And I'm gonna throw the Dragon Claw here on CMP tie. And that gets no shielded as well, and unfortunately the Umbreon lives. I am going to shield it up, and then I'm going to go for the very aggressive farm down. We are low on health, but I'm going to swap right away into my Galarian Stunfisk again to draw out that Chestnut. So Galarian Stunfisk, as we've seen before, can actually handle this Chestnut, so the Earthquake goes through. I'm surprised they didn't shield that actually. I guess they wanted to save 2 shields for Lantern. Frenzy Plant is not enough to KO, and I made the mistake of going for the Rock Slide, not this time, going for the EQ, and it gets shielded, which is quite fine for me, because honestly, all I want to do is get shields in this matchup. Frenzy Plant come through, that is going to KO. I'm going to come in with my Charizard, I throw a 1-wing attack, and we get to the Dragon Claw. That is beautiful, and they no-shield that even better. Out comes the Lantern, out comes the Swampert. I'm going to let this Surf go through, but we have to shield the next one here. Unfortunately, they make it to the next surf before we get to the Earthquake. All I have to do here is hope to gosh almighty that they don't shield this Earthquake. So let's see what they want to do. They don't shield it. Left, right, good night. We take that game. The mind tricks in these tournaments can really flip matchups or not. If you shield the first game or debate the first game and they don't bait it, you know, it just don't always play the same, or else your opponent's going to call you like a book. So Lantern versus Swampert matchup. I am going to shield that Surf. I'm going straight for the Earthquake here. If they shield it, they shield it, but they don't. Left, right, good night. It comes that Chestnut again. My opponent just really loves using this Chestnut, and I draw out the Charizard, which is perfect. This is not a Shadow Charizard, so 1 Blast Burn is not going to KO us. They decided to bait with the Dragon Claw too, so I'm going straight for the Rock Slide. And I think my opponent knows what's happening here. They're like, oh no, they have a Charizard in the back, so they quit the match. We win that first one there. So, hopping into the second round of matches here. New teams on the left. I decide to bring my Trevenant, my Galarian Stunfisk, my Trevenant, and my Charizard. So, what I decided to do here was draw out that Noctowl so that my Galarian Stunfisk could go on that Noctowl, and I have free range with Charizard in the back. Little worrisome with the Swampert that they have on their team, but I figured with my Trevenant that I have in the Medicham, they weren't going to bring it. So I figured they'd do kind of like a Noctowl Medicham core, And I decided to bring in my Charizard to farm all the way down, but out comes the Swampert. You're going to see how powerful Shadow Charizard is. We get the first shield with the Dragon Claw. Two shield up Charizard here. And we're going to get the second shield with, again, another Dragon Claw. We're going to shield up that double Hydro Cannon. I'm counting here to 3. So we can get this Blast Burn off and then not lose CMP tie here on the next Blast Burn. Honestly, I think a Dragon Claw would KO here, but I didn't want to risk it for the biscuit. There's the Medicham. We can survive an Ice Punch here, everybody. Actually with a lot of help, and still get to the Blast Burn, living on 1 HP, and we are going to take this game. So even though they did bring the Swampert, which was quite troublesome, Charizard still won the matchup. Insane. So absolute horrible lead. I'm going to swap into my Trevenant. And they're staying in for a little bit. Out comes the Noctowl again. Okay. This is absolutely horrible. We get hard countered on the lead. Hard countered on the swap. Same teams as last time. I'm pretty sure it was. I kind of blanked out there that first match. But they're going to throw the Sky Attack to take us out. Completely fine by me. So I'm going to come in with the Stunfisk here. They're going to throw the Shadow Ball. Now, 2 Shadow Balls is not enough to KO, but the third one will be menacing. Even a Sky Attack from that range will KO you. So, I'm going to throw the Rock Slide, see what they want to do. If they want to no-shield it, fine. They end up no-shielding it, and I come in with the Charizard. But the difference is that they farmed up a lot of energy here. So, they are going to outpace me to the next Blast Burn if I throw 2 Dragon Claws. So unfortunately here, I'm trying to maximize on energy, I don't think a Dragon Claw is going to KO from the range that I got to get it to. So here we go, hoping to, oh gosh almighty, this was a CMP tie here, by the way. Dragon Claw is going to KO, and it doesn't. Can't catch the move. So my opponent kind of playing differently that match, and it's a Medicham in the back again. So same teams, but they ended up winning it that time around. So last game here, I decided to bring the Medicham on the lead, and they have their own Medicham, which I'm completely fine with. So, but my numbskull of a brain didn't freaking change the charge attack moves from the previous cup, which I ran Power Up Punch, Ice Punch. So silly me, I'm just going straight Ice Punch, which is completely fine. So I'm going to let this Psychic go through. I'm going to come in with Trevenant here. I'm going to go, oh, I come in with Charizard. Okay, we get the farm down. That is absolutely beautiful. And you've all seen this before. Charizard with energy is absolutely brutal. So I'm going to shield this first Hydro Cannon. I wonder what the last Pokemon is. I think I know what it is. It's probably going to be that Noctowl. I don't see them bringing the G-Fisk, which I don't know why they didn't bring the G-Fisk, but we actually outpaced them to the Blast Burn. This is going to be saying left, right, good night, Swampert. There's the Noctowl, and we still have a shield up, everybody. Shield up. I'm going to throw the Blast Burn. It's going to do a lot of damage, and I got to throw 1 Wing Attack, come in with the Trevenant, and Shadow Claw down the Noctowl. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Charizard jumping on the back of it. So, Alolan Ninetales lead. Sorry, third matchup. Alolan Ninetales lead. What did I lead with? I completely forget. I think I led with Trevenant. Yeah, I led with Trevenant, thinking that they would bring Deoxys on the lead and run it kind of like a Kanto Alolan Ninetales in the back kind of team. So that's why I led Trevenant on the lead, but they decided to keep their Ninetales alive. They kept in the Swampert matchup, which kind of makes me think that, excuse me, sorry, they either had Altaria or Registeel, but I don't know why. It's kind of a big mistake on their end, because you know what, they could have kept that Alolan Ninetales in for Trevenant, and they could have swapped out the Altaria on that Swampert. So I think that was kind of a mistake on my opponent there. I mean, they still win this game anyways, but unfortunately, we just don't have enough in the tank here to make it the 2 seed bombs. I think I end up shielding this one. yeah, end up shielding it. We do get the farm down, but that Altaria is just a little bit too healthy for us to take out. So C-Bomb coming in, and they have a move to go. So we did have the Shadow Ball, so we didn't have to shield that Silph. Anyways, so I decided to come in with Umbreon, and they lead the Jellicent. Out comes the Alolan Ninetales, and I'm really happy I kind of have Power Up Punch here, which my opponent doesn't know. So I'm going to go straight for the Power Up Punch. They no-shield it like a savage. I mean, kind of a smart play considering they have Jellicent on the lead. I am going to shield it to Dazzling Gleam, which is super unfortunate on my end. So now I'm going to go for the Ice Punch. I should be going for the Power Up Punch. I don't know why I'm going for Ice Punch. Ice Punch is resisted, and I would have made it to the back-to-back Power Up Punches, which would have forced 2 shields from my opponent, and it would have been triple boosted for this Ice Punch on the Jellicent. The crappy part is everything is going to be resisted on the Jellicent. The good part is that they have Bubble, not Hex. So Ice Punch coming in, that does respectable kind of damage-ish. Not really. Silph coming in is going to take us out. I'm going to come in with the Umbreon. Out comes an Altaria, and a 1 shield up Altaria can do some work because it takes 3 Rock Slides to KO the Altaria. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get this thing as low as possible. Dragon Pulse just does not do enough. I'm gonna build up back to back here, throw the Rock Slide. If they want to shield, they can shield. If not, then I'm completely fine with just taking more damage here, building up more energy. And I'm watching my Switch Hawk timer, and I throw right before they're able to swap out, or they could have swapped out. I just built up a lot of energy, but they end up shielding that, and now we go for the back-to-back Rock Slides. I'm guessing they tried to catch, not too sure. But anyways, we're gonna end up taking this matchup. We are now tied 1-1. Sorry, but this is the 3rd round. Brain's a little bit slow today. This is the 3rd round. We are tied up 1-1, and this is the match to, you know, see who wins it for the biscuit. So what do I go with here? Oh, we actually get to see what I pick. So I choose Medicham, Umbreon, Galarian Stunfisk, because I'm assuming they're going to bring the Jellicent. I think they're going to go for the first team that they had with Ninetales on the lead. And Medicham just seems like a good pick. So Medicham into Registeel. Ooh, we love to see it. Out comes the Alolan Ninetales. I do have G-Fisk for that Registeel. And the good thing is, I don't think they seen the G-Fisk in my last... Yes, they did. Okay, yes, they did. But G-Fisk kind of core breaks that Registeel Altaria line, which I'm thinking they might have the Altaria in the back. So I'm just going to straight Power Up Punch here, and I am going to double shield because now I'm double boosted. And if they want to bring back in that Registeel, they can. We're at the back-to-back Power Up Punches. They wasted both shields. I am now going to waste both shields. And from here, whatever just wants to come back in, it can come back in. Let's Power Up Punch, delete this. And then I swap into my Umbreon. Maybe I should have Ice Punch. It is going to be resisted, but hey, whatever. Now that Ninetales left with energy, which is a little bit scary, but I know 1 Focus Blast doesn't KO the Umbreon, and that's really good because then I can just get to a couple of foul plays. Now my opponent kind of makes a mistake of going for the Focus Blast, and there I probably would have went for the Zap Cannon. Go for the Zap Cannon there just to try to go for the debuff. Hope to gosh almighty you get the debuff. I come back in with the Medicham. I'm going to get taken out here with the Zap Cannon, but I left my Umbreon alive. And out comes a Ninetales. I'm just hoping they don't have Overheat. Oh my gosh, they have Overheat. That almost KOs us. We get to the Rock Slide though on 1 HP. Let's go. And that Registeel is out of energy. We have 1 Snarl to this foul play, and that's going to be a good game. We take that. Very, very tight matchup there. But anyways, let's move on to round 4 here. So round 4, my team had Medicham. My opponent had Medicham, Alolan Ninetales, Noctowl, Trevenant Lantern, Galarian Stunfisk. So I'm assuming they were going to go for kind of like a Noctowl Lantern core with Medicham. So what I did here, I brought Trevenant on the lead, and then I brought in Swampert and Galarian Stunfisk because Swampert and Shoutout's going to take two Hydro Cannons to take out a Noctowl, and then I also have Galarian Stunfisk for that Lantern. So kind of like a double, what do you call it? double ground to take out Lantern, and you have Swampert to deal with Noctowl. I kind of make a mistake here and come in with this Swampert instead of coming in with Stunfisk. For some reason, I came in with Swampert and not Stunfisk. I think I do end up shielding this. Oh my gosh, I let it go like a savage. Yeah, okay, I let it go. I come in with Stunfisk here. I'm thinking maybe because there's a Lantern in the back, I can kind of just sweep with Medicham. But my opponent smartly swaps in the Medicham, and I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball right before they get to a move here. And I'm going to throw these Seed Bombs. I kind of want to keep my Trevenant alive, so I am going to shield this Sky Attack up here. I'm going to go for another Seed Bomb. I kind of just want to get the shield. So if we get the shield, we're in business. This is going to take us out, but now we have the Stunfisk onto that Lantern. And the good thing is here is we have a lot of energy, so I'm going to go right before they get to a Sky Attack, and we should be about 3 mud shots away to that Earthquake. Yep, we're about 3. I go to 4. I know this Earthquake is not going to KO, but I know one Surf from our health range is not going to KO either because it's a Spark Lantern. They need to get the 2 Surfs, and we outpaced the Rock side, and we're going to take that first game. So, not a mistake, a calculated decision on my end, because the Shadow Swampert Lantern situation can be a little bit sticky if you go down shield, because then Lantern can flip switch. But hard countered on the lead, hard countered on the swap. My opponent called my team like a book. I just wanted to do as much damage as possible, but I know this game is over. I decided to shield the Seed Bomb actually. Okay, maybe trying to make a play for switch, but I don't think that's gonna happen, so I'm kind of forced to let this go through. They would have outpaced me to the last Shadow Claw. Seed Bomb anyways for the Hydro Cannon. I'm forced to let the Seed Bomb go through, and then I'm gonna come in with my Stunfisk, Medicham there, and this is gonna be a good game. There's no coming back from this. So what did I see on the lead? 2 games in a row. Or 1 game we saw Medicham, the other game we saw Noctowl. Now I kind of have a decision to make. What the heck is going to be coming out here? I know shield this because I know the game is over. So now we're tied 1-1. What is the third matchup going to be? I decided to bring my Charizard, and it is a Noctowl on the lead. That is absolutely nice. I'm now going to bank some energy, come in with Umbreon. Because Umbreon, even though it's going to be weak to counter, it does well with energy up against that Medicham. As you're going to see here, just going to go for a foul play after foul play. What I wanted to do was draw out this Medicham so that my Galarian Stunfisk in the back could sweep. Because without the Medicham on their team, G-Fisk really had free play against every single one of his Pokemon. And I'm going to farm down here. I'm going to invest a shield because I do have a boatload of energy. So what wants to come back in? We have double Blast Burn loaded for whatever wants to come in. We throw 1 Wing Attack. This Blast Burn is going to do so much damage. Oh my gosh, it almost knocks out. And we don't even have to invest a shield. Out comes a freaking Trevenant. Going for the Dragon Claw here. That gets the shield. And we get to the Blast Burn to go. Good game, well played. We're going to take that matchup. Oh, that was very, very close. So we take round 4. Now we're into the final round of the matchup. Kind of a very similar team, except they're running Noctowl and a double counter line. So what do I do here? Let's see what I bring. So my Pokemon, I'm bringing Charizard, Trevenant, Medicham. On the lead, we see a Galarian Stunfisk. So I figured maybe they'd go Steel Double Fighter. That was my thought process to it, which is why I brought Charizard, Trevenant, and Medicham. Medicham is going to struggle a little bit against Toxicroak due to the fact that Sludge Bomb actually freaking hurts. And, well, I need Trevenant for the Medicham, so I'm just kind of hoping they didn't bring their Noctowl. I'm going to shield the first one here. I go for the Blast Burn on 4. And I'm going to throw one wing attack. No, I swap right away. I don't even throw one. I come into the Medicham to catch the Rock Slide. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. I remember my game plan, everybody. I remember. I played this last weekend, so I remember my game plan. So I brought the Medicham to draw out this Noctowl. And then what I did was have Trevenant sweep. Because without their Noctowl, my Trevenant can actually beat almost every single one of their Pokemon, unless it's their opposing Trevenant. So out comes their G-Fisk. I'm saving my Charizard for I don't know, some other matchup in the back, just to see what it is. But they're not swapping out, so I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be a Swampert. Shadow Ball rocks him. Out comes a Medicham. Noctowl gone. Noctowl, Medicham. What was it? The first one? What was the first one? Galarian Stunfisk? Yeah. And from here, I just go for double C-Bomb. Make them throw the Ice Punch to knock us out. And we get to the Dragon Claw. This is going to be our game here. Charizard is going to be cleaning house. So, second matchup. I think I come with the exact same team. I don't think I switch it up at all. Yeah. My opponent does the same thing. Okay. So, but this time I'm gonna try and catch here. I throw 6, not even building up to the Blast Burn. I throw 6 and I just blind swap, hoping to catch a Rock Slide, and we do so. Absolutely amazing. So now I'm gonna throw this Ice Punch here. Absolutely great. That gets no shielded. I'm gonna throw another Ice Punch here. I kind of want to get shields down, because now we have loaded energy, but we don't get shields down, which is completely fine by me. I'm gonna shield this, because I think now we can kind of just counter all the way down. And let's see what they want to bring in. I'm surprised they didn't bring Trevenant, but out comes a Stunfisk again. What could be in the back? I'm not throwing Psychic because I'm not showing them that I have Power Up Punch. But Earthquake is going to KO us. I come in with the Charizard here. I'm going to throw the Dragon Claw. And then I swap into my Trevenant here. Force them to kind of throw the Rock Slide. And if they stay in, I know it's a Medicham, but they don't stay in. Now I'm throwing the Shadow Ball right away. I baited with C-Bomb last time. Gonna throw the Shadow Ball this time. Left, right, good night. And from here, we can just Shadow Claw all the way down. And we win the tournament now. We're playing the third game just for funsies here. So let's see. Stunfisk into Medicham. So I figured he's gonna lead Medicham again. Let it the first 2 times. Why not bring the Medicham again? So Medicham, Power Up Punch. Finally revealing I got Power Up Punch. And this trainer's probably got crap. Now, out comes a freaking Noctowl. Boosted Ice Punch is going to do a lot more damage. So, look at that. That's a Noctowl, everybody. It's a Noctowl. I'm going to let the Sky Attack go through. It's a Shadow Ball. But we're actually able to get to the Power Up Punch, which is really, really nice, considering I have a Trevenant in the back. And we draw out the hardest counter to our Trevenant. It's a Swampert. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for this trade. I'm going to shield up the Hydro Cannon. It's probably going to be the hardest hitting move in this game. Go for the Seed Bomb. I'm going to try to go for another Seed Bomb, but I have a feeling they're going to try and catch here. So that lands. They didn't try and catch, so I throw on 6. And they decide not to throw. Now they're throwing their energy, but I do have some residual energy here on Charizard. So I'm going to farm up a little bit of energy. Go for the Dragon Claw. And hopefully I can outpace here to a Blast Burn. 2, 3, 4. Yes. Charizard going to finish this game off strong with us. We are going to take the tournament here on a 3-0 victory. So thank you all so very much for watching this this tournament. If you guys want to try out Silph tournament to yourself, go check them out. I'll probably leave a link in the description down below, but tournaments are always a lot of fun. I mean, you get better team building compositions that you can do and things like that to help better your GBL gaming and be able to win more games that way, because you're better at building team comps and learning move typings, this, that, and the other. And it's a lot of fun. help you maybe get prepped for a regional tournament you want to do or something like that. But again, thank you all so very much for watching. If you are liking the content, please hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future, and like always, I will see everybody in the next